Before we get into today's video, I'd just like to shout out my own Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/MadJman. I stream mostly Need for Speed, but I do also occasionally stream GTA, The Crew. So if you want to check me out live on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/MadJman. The link will be in the description. With Volume 7 around the corner, I wanted to show you some of the best drift cars that you can get in anticipation of Volume 7 Drift and Drag. To start off, we've got the Mazda RX-8. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this car it's not difficult, but it definitely takes a little bit of skill and getting used to. But once you get used to it, it can definitely hold its own. You know, this car knows how to hold a drift, and it racks up the points, man. Yeah, this is definitely a great option, and this is quite cheap as well. No engine swaps needed. This is fully upgraded. So yeah, this is definitely a great option if you're looking for it. Is the Nissan 180SX. Now this car is probably one of the easiest cars to drift, but it's also one of the best. Performance wise, it performs really well in drift events, has great acceleration, and it can hold its drifts really well. There's not really anything bad I can say about this car. It is, again, it's another one that's probably a bit more on the expensive side because you do need an engine swap for it to actually perform at its best, but it's definitely one of the best on this list, and I would highly recommend the Nissan 180. Nissan 400Z prototype. Now this car, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most difficult car to drift on this list. Definitely takes a bit more skill than the rest of them. And I don't know, there's something about it. It knows how to hold its drift, but that's also part of the problem. Is like it just wants to carry on drifting, and it takes a lot to stop it from drifting. But once you get the hang of it and you get used to the car, this car is really fun to drive. Like, it's fun getting used to it. It's a challenge, and I like a challenge. So yeah, this car is definitely something I'd recommend. It's definitely a bit more on the challenging side. So if you're up for a challenge, you want to try using something that takes a bit more skill, I would definitely recommend this car. The second to last car featured in this video is the Dodge Viper. Now this car, I would say, is maybe one of the easiest cars to drift in this video. You know, it's very forgiving, it's very easy to control, has good speed, great performance, and it just performs great in most drift events. It racks up points. It is a bit more expensive because I have an engine swap in this. You could probably use this car really well without an engine swap, but this car is easy to use, and I think if you're a beginner, you will not struggle with this car. So I would definitely recommend the Dodge Viper. Last but certainly not least, we have the Corvette Z06. Now this car is ridiculously easy to drift. I'm talking, you steer in the direction that you want to drift and this car just drifts. It's ridiculously easy to control. It's quick as well, so you know it initiates drifts really easily, and to be honest with you, it just performs really well in drift. It racks up so many points in such a short amount of time. I've won almost all the drift events that I've actually done in this car. I mean, it's ridiculous really. I think if you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend this car because it's really easy to drift and it's easy to get a hang of, it's easy to control. But yeah, this is the best car that I've drifted in this game. They were just some of the best drift cars that I've tried out in this game. If you have any recommendations, let me know, put them down in the comments and I'll be sure to try them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.